So that's obviously not the boss, that's just one of the wolves. I know there's 3 wolves you have to face that are unique, but maybe that's just one of the ones in the map. Maybe that's not, because it didn't drop the maps. Ooh! Is he almost done? We'll drop a few more just in case, and then let them do their job. And then we'll go over and pick up whatever drops. Plan out all your stuff. Like, the next build that I've got planned out couldn't have been done without passive building. It took so many different things added to it. Hey dudes and dudettes, here with another Path of Exile video for you. Today we're doing the unique map Caer Blaidd Wolfpacks. Now if you don't know this map, when you defeat all the bosses it drops 4 maps every time. And when you see this map out in the public, most people don't run it. But I was thinking, I want to see what kind of stuff it actually has on it. I did put in a fragment, sacrifice fragment for the extra 15%, but it says unique bosses drop 4 additional maps, and then you have all this stuff here, but you have increased quantity and rarity. So let's see what we can get off of this. Let me, oh, well, I better switch on my holy flame totem on the key that I use, or I'll get in trouble there. Here, let's just specter some doggos. Now all these monsters will probably be your wolf type, or not. I assumed it would be because it's all about wolves. Ooh, that's a hard one. Who is that? Winterfang. Okay, so we're gonna drop that on him. Ooh, did you see him? Trying to get to us. Dropped the traps on him. There we go. They'll keep him in. Ooh, did you see? He can drop that from afar because he's, of course, Winterfang. But we'll let the totems do all the work. See, he traps you in even. So that's obviously not the boss, that's just one of the wolves. I know there's 3 wolves you have to face that are unique, but maybe that's just one of the ones in the map. Maybe that's not, because it didn't drop the maps. Ooh! Val Pyramid and Plateau map. Off of that, you know, like, of course that's just normal map drops. We're waiting for what the bosses drop. It's pulling them all in. This is a tier 13 map, so it should drop pretty high map tiers, and that's what we're testing out. I haven't tested out a lower tier one. We will do that probably off camera, because I don't know if you'd want to see a lobby tier map, because I assume it's just going to drop the maps of the same tier. So this one would be good for doing higher tier versions of it, as opposed to, say, something with vaults where it doesn't matter what tier they are, or the beachhead where it doesn't matter what, you know, tier they come in at. Boop boop boop. My new build I am excited to run next league. I'm so excited. Like I said, I wasn't the biggest fan of Delirium League on how fast it made you go through them, and it's just hurt my performance a bit. And even though I'm running a good computer, I could still run it. It's just like I didn't like the speed as much. So I'm looking forward to the next one, and the build I'm building, obviously doing the, ooh, are we on another? Yeah, we're with another unique, so we're gonna cast those out and cast those out, and then we're gonna step back, let them take care of this. Ooh, see, that's why we let them take care of it. Is he almost done? We'll drop a few more just in case, and then let them do their job, and then we'll go over and pick up whatever drops. When we see them stop shooting, yep, that means it's done. And 3 uniques aren't bad, a gambler card. So I mean, you know, they have a chance of dropping higher rarity, and already this has nice quantity and rarity, so you never know what you'll get off of those. But we're not going to count those as like something super consistent on the drop rate, because it's random. Where the big thing comes in is what we get off the maps. Strong box container also is not something telling, because you might not get one. Yeah, get them all in these. There we go. So we won't count that. We're just looking for the maps, see what we can get off those. We should probably cast those in front of us just in case that wolf comes up. These probably connect down. No. Sometimes those places connect down. How far is that down? Did we miss a lot? No, we didn't miss a lot. Right there and there. And then there is just a side. But if there's many monsters left, then we know that side has a lot in it. We'll go back for it. Boom boom. This is just testing out the loot on the maps. So don't expect like to see any of like a new build or anything like that. Though my new build, I'm hoping works out like it says on Path of Building, POB. Someone recently asked me what that was, and it's hilarious fun to make builds on. It's just Path of Building. I really suggest getting it because then you can plan out all your stuff. Like the next build that I've got planned out couldn't have been done without Path of Building. It took so many different things added to it to work it around and see what it can do and so forth, that Path of Building is what truly made it possible in game to do it. Would have taken a very long time, lots and lots of experimenting and so forth. So I mean, now who's in this arena? I hope this isn't that dude, the version of what's his name, the Ezomir, guy from Ezomir. The guy that transforms into the wolf. Nope, it's not. But we need to get out of this small quarters. There they are. Oh, we nearly died. We better open a portal over here. Now this will suck them in, and we need to cast those traps. Oh, get out of the... Get it over there. Cast those. Ooh, stay to the side. Stay to the side. Let them do the job. Ooh, not her. Ooh. Ooh. Look, that must have been what hit us. Ooh, that's going to be hard to get back in this portal. Now, why weren't they getting hurt there for a while? There was like an invincible thing on them. And that's one thing we're looking at in the maps is it viable? Well, with my other build, it would be. The new build that I'm working on. But is it viable with a lot of builds? So... I don't know if this one is. We're going to be lucky if we escape this. So when we get in, we're going to pop all our stuff and hopefully get out of there. There we go. Now we're going to put a portal up here. Cast those close until they can get to him. Now see that thing? That thing is still alive, dude. It wasn't hurting him. He must have massive fire resist. What's your new build? We'll work on. It is not a totem build. It is a build that a lot of people have asked for a while or said would be really cool if I did. So we'll keep that in mind. There we go. Now let's see the maps that it dropped. We're looking for as many red as possible. And so we got Arachnid Nest, Flooded Mine, and we'll look at these when we're done, and Defiled Cathedral. And that's not including the other maps that it can drop. So that's the main boss right there. The one you saw, that's why I was doing less to him. So what we got was a tier 12, tier 12, tier 9, and tier 4. So these only cost around 2 chaos. You get them all the time for 2 chaos. You can see here, Caer Blaidd Wolfpacks Den. Let's make sure. 12, yeah, so we didn't miss anything. So with that, you've got those 2 uniques out there, and then you have 3 in here, so that's a total of 5 unique monsters. And we'll go back to the beginning real quick to make sure there's not a unique off to the side, because that would make 6 unique mobs that you get to kill on this, not including, say, if you have exiles or anything like that. So if you do rarity, maybe that'd be something. The build I'm doing is not going to be rarity find, though. You know, I don't think rarity find is going to be as useful for the type of build I'm going to be running. Even if you wanted to try to put it on there, but I know there's some back in the day there were some flame totem rarity find builds that were wanted in parties when there was partying. When the game was slowed down a little bit more, people would have flame totem character with calling strike, and it would stack tons of rarity find, because then calling strike would kill them because people didn't kill things as fast. So there was always time for a calling strike to kill the boss. Almost always. And it just created a different kind of gameplay when it wasn't just like what they wanted on their team was, say, an Aurabot or something like that. You'd want maybe a rarity find type character in there. And of course, there was a lot of uniques that were worth more back then, or more of a stable price. So let's see. Seems it I don't think it has an implicit chance of dropping a map, but considering you can do these solo with 160% increased quantity on the items in the area, and 150% increased rarity, it's pretty nice. And then you have the maps at the end. I would say that I would only do this at a higher tier for the maps if you wanted to try to make profit. Especially early league, if you see any of these dropping and cropping up on the trade for very cheap, 1 to 2 chaos is not uncommon for you to get for 2. I think they outright sell for 1, so you won't see a lot of 1 on there. Hopefully people say, hey, I'd still sell it for 1 to a player as opposed to a vendor to just circulate the map, but who knows. But if you see them for that and they're high tier, you could maybe get yourself a good supply of red maps just by doing this map. I hear some people like, it's hard to get red maps. Well, buy these and you don't even have to be on the red tier maps, I don't think, and it will drop them. So we'll test that out next league, maybe, even if I'm not up to the high Conqueror level, see if it'll drop a lot of reds and be able to supply people with reds. I like that. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video as I go through these unique maps and we try to discover certain ways that they might help gameplay or help certain builds or be a fun little side thing that you can do for currency or any other thing. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. You got to see me get waylaid by that biggin. I did not know that biggin was going to be so powerful. But this build isn't the highest DPS. Wait till you see the next one. If it works out, I am not testing it. I'm going in blind. But the next one, if it works out, gonna be cool, gonna be funny. I make funny builds all the time. This one will be no different. It's going to be different. It will be different. It's going to be not different than what I usually do, but it's going to be very different than most you see. It's been asked for by a lot of the community, even outside of my YouTube or the people I meet in game, and we'll see if we can make it work and do it properly, because I haven't seen many do it properly, and we'll see how it goes, because I'm sure that y'all out there on my comments will know how to make it better or do it better, and that's gonna be fun to see what y'all think of adding to it or figuring how to squeak out with the path of building more damage, because this thing is it's got a lot of that upfront damage real quick, and we'll focus on that. It's like pop, boom, zap, done. When you see it, like, we'll be leveling it up, and you will know as I level it up, because I'll probably be showing you a bit of the videos as I level it up in the next league. So that's what I'm really focused on. I'm like super excited about building and investing myself in that build, and it's going to be really the first build that I will min-max, probably because of the way it's built and what I'm going to be doing with it. It will probably be able to be min-maxed, and I don't min-max, so I will be asking you all in the comments, hey, how do I min-max this? What should I aim for? Because I don't know what to min-max. I'm just like, I play the game and just make goofy builds. So when that time comes, I know they say you can't hand out gifts, but I don't know. I want to hand out gifts, so I'm going to be doing something in game that's more of like an event, I guess. I have got a few things planned for that. So yeah, a bunch of things swirling in my head as I had time without the headset, and I slowed down on videos a little bit because of the headset problem and the audio problem and the overall sound problem that I'm having with my PC. But as I go, I'm getting ideas for certain things that will be very fun, and especially for commenters, I want to try to set up some things where we go into some of these things that I do, and we get some subscribers or some people that come to my channel, and we go do them and split the loot or just do some fun things. So look forward to that stuff. I'll see as we get into the next league what they're going to be giving us as far as a league mechanic goes. I hope it's something a little bit drawn back and slower, even though I won't be focusing on it unless it's really fun. And I love treasure hunting, and that has something to do with the next build. So just all these hints that'll be coming with all of that. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Before I ramble your head off, I'm super excited about the next league and build, and I know it's a little ways off, but this build, if it works out, will be worth it. So yeah, hope you all safe. Hope you all doing well. Hope you all having fun. Hope you all getting all the loot you can handle. Up to your knees of loot. When you open a chest, it's just like, ah, someone drag me out. Avalanche of loot. But yeah, as always, take care, be safe, and be cool to each other.